My name is Gheith. I'm one voice in emergency management. I've been in this country for over 33 years. I immigrated here from the Palestinian territory in what's known as West Bank. At the age of 17, my father, who was already living in the United States, had decided to bring the family over here for a better quality of life because of the political situation we lived under, and under the occupation life was not promising good future for his family, so he decided to bring us over here. It was very interesting experience. We all look forward to coming to the United States, and it was a very challenging and a cultural shock in many aspects to get acculturated to the way of life over here. So never been a dull moment where you're learning as you moving on. I came to finish my high school studies the second year I arrived, and then I went to college to finish my undergrad studies. Later on, I did my grad studies and started working as a researcher in the mental health field, where I spent many years studying mental illnesses and behavioral sciences at Columbia University and the New York State Psychiatric Institute and at Presbyterian Hospital, where I enjoyed that type of work very much, working for studying homelessness and mental illnesses. So I became very much interested in mental health and was the focus of my career. Then suddenly the events of 9/11 happened when we were attacked by terrorists. It had a lot of impact in the New York City communities, and it created a lot of, especially psychological impact in many communities. And there was a major backlash against the Arab American, South Asian, Muslim communities, where at that point I decided to leave my job at Columbia University and decided to join the crisis intervention program known as the Project Liberty, with a focus on providing mental health and a crisis intervention for the underprivileged communities, and mainly in the Arab American communities. That's when I became very much interested in emergency management and started learning more about emergency management. I spent some years doing this work of interventions, then later on joined the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to work at the Office of Mental Health Disaster Preparedness and Response as a Community Resiliency Coordinator, where my job is to prepare communities and to get them to understand the impact, the psychological impacts of disasters and emergencies and crises on their communities, and prepare them to be more resilient responding and recovering from such emergencies or disasters. I have been doing this work for quite some time. Since the events of 9/11, and at present I continue to work for the New York City Department of Health in the same position, but also I'm teaching emergency management at the Metropolitan College of New York.